sound. You have 6 bells or 8 bells. All of them go around, but you have 6 or 8 ropes, and there's 6 or 8 people pulling the ropes.
Pokalbis su bioenergetiku Jonu Sauliumi. Prie manęs kimba kažkokios būtybės dėl to, kad aš neturiu savivertės. Tai yra taip pat susijęs su nugaros apačia. Kaip tai gali būti pagydoma. Tai per buvimą čia praktika, žvalgytis, kas yra aplinkui, jausti savo kūną. Man labai svarbu yra jausti savo kūną. Taip pat savivertės daug priduoda pinigai. Pinigų 10 dalį reikia skirti geriems darbams. Taip pat po euriuką reikia kaupti netikėtiems maloniems atsitikimams. Nereikia visą laiką būti šventam. Kartais reikia turėti kažką tai, ką valyti. Per ligas šalinasi, yra valomasi. Pinigus reikia kaupti žinias, reikia kaupti gerus darbus. Taip pat sąmonę galima keisti per praktikas. Pabuvus 3 praktikose, sąmonė gali pasikeisti 100%.
Humorously honest with yourself about where you might fit. So, in subjective space, there's this blue dot on the map, and from the subjective perspective, it's about what the individual wants, feels, and perceives. Not concerned about making that case objective, explaining, putting words to it, but just moving around, seeing what they see, doing what they're going to do, and not really needing to explain it to anybody. So I have nicknamed these people the narcissistic prima donnas. And on the one hand, these people that everybody seems to be magnetically attracted to and really like, but wow, they just think about themselves so much. Anybody know somebody like that? They have lots of friends frequently, or they have a very vibrant life, but they're doing their own thing. In objective space, and it's important in both of these, the principal considerations about what's happening now, the way things are in the present.
goes around to the feet. You can feel it. Then you can stop the bell and go back one note. So, and there's a bell ringer. He calls the changes. 3 to 5. So 3 stops one moment and goes to the 5.
This is important, and the reason that the prima donna is the way that they are is that in the now, there's only what I am feeling, wanting, or seeing in the present. So this is why they can do some things that that may seem like, well, like that's going to come back to bite you later. But it's simply not on the radar. It's not a consideration. And similarly, in objective space, the only consideration is maximal precision, being right, making sure that whatever is happening is the right thing to do as it is observed. And it also means communicating in a way that does not take into account any other consideration. So you might imagine somebody who his girlfriend says, "Do these jeans make me look fat?" And he says, "Well, yes, a little bit. You know, did you try them on before you bought them?" And then is confused as to why he is in trouble. And so I've nicknamed our objective spatial people the smug assholes. Now you'll notice that nobody gets an out here. None of these are flattering names. And so the smug asshole is very concerned about doing what should be done and communicating with perfect precision and honesty, not caring about people's feelings. The prima donna will care about people's feelings when they feel like it, and maybe not when they don't. Now, as we move up to the objective time, these are people who are making long-term plans, want everything to be executed as planned, and are very concerned about resource efficiency and usage. And, you know, people's feelings are just resources that fit into the long-term calculation of whether something will work or not. And if those feelings don't happen to contribute to the achievement of the long-term plan, well, then they have to go. And so we can't really fight human nature. It's a pretty monstrous thing. We can redirect it. It's sort of like a river. We can cross the river, we can move the river another way, but we actually don't want the river to dry up. That would be the worst possible thing. And the same is true with us humans. We are, each of us, a unique river flowing and cutting a channel in the world. It's messy. We make mistakes. We say and do things we later come to regret. And one could say, this human nature thing is just a big problem. But it's also the source of all of our creativity, all of our inspiration, all of our drive and passion to do the things that we do. We don't want it to dry up. We don't want to become robots. It wouldn't be optimal. The word psalm literally means a song of praise. So this is Longfellow's praising of life. Tell me not, in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. From dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end or way, but to act that each tomorrow finds us farther than today. Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, still, like muffled drums, are beating funeral marches to the grave. In the world's broad field of battle, in the bivouac of life, be not like dumb-driven cattle, be a hero in the strife. Trust no future, however pleasant, let the dead past bury its dead. Act in the living present, heart within, and God o'erhead. Lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime, and departing, leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Footprints that perhaps another, sailing o'er life's solemn main, a forlorn and shipwrecked brother, seeing, may take heart again. Let us then be up and doing, with a heart for any fate, still achieving, still pursuing, learn to labor.